What we do here is go back.
Hello everybody, it's Nuva, back with Offhand Reviews. And Transformers these days have only been G1 since like 2015. From the Prime Wars trilogy, to the War for Cybertron trilogy, to even Infecting Studio series, and now Legacy? Come on. Anyway, here's all my Optimus Primes from Prime Wars to War for Cybertron. As you can see, there's more War for Cybertron figures than there are Prime Wars. Also, anyway, we're going to be looking at the greatest figures from the War for Cybertron trilogy in terms of functionality. It's Earthrise and Siege Optimus Prime and Nemesis Prime. So, these two figures are amazing, with the Earthrise figure being my favorite. Don't get me wrong, the Siege figure is pretty cool too. Plus, the kibble works in its favor. The kibble of the Earthrise figure also works. Let's do the accessories first. Earthrise Optimus and Nemesis Prime. You know what? Fuck that. Scourge. There's a little tangent I need to get off my chest. G1 Scourge is terrible design-wise. How could anybody like this? They're really out here trying to make a surfboard look scary. And then when he's a surfboard, he can flip his face out and it just looks ridiculous. Robots in Disguise 2001 Scourge is the only Scourge, and that's how it is. That's why I can't wait for them to do this in Legacy. And then, speaking of which, anybody want to help donate to the channel with this figure? Okay, now back to the video. The trailers can open for all the extra stuff that they come with like the drone and the shield. And you can't have Optimus Prime without his ion blaster. And in majority of the versions of Siege Optimus, you came with the shield axe thingy. And I can't forget Scourge's extra bits, with the Transformers Armada reference with giant ass cannons, but remember, this is a Scourge household. And you can't go wrong with Scourge's giant ass sword. And the sword, Giza, I gave it to Cyclonus because Cyclonus needs more than just a gun. Let's be honest. Plus it works on his wrist. Plus this snake thingamabob. And Energon cubes, can't go wrong with that. Alright, Articulation. It's basically the same for both figures, so I'm just going to speed this through. Beautiful spread. Then you can open the chest on Earthrise Optimus and you get the Matrix of Leadership. I always forget it's in there because I do. And you know what you can do with it? Have a Matrix party with all the 50 billion Matrix of Leaderships they put on other figures. Size comparison time. So here are the figures with themselves. Earthrise with Rodimus Prime. Hot Rod. Our beloved Megatron. Galvatron. Cyclonus. And Fast Track. Now Scourge with Rodimus, Hot Rod, our beloved Megatron, Galvatron, Cyclonus, And most importantly, fast track. So how exactly do these fellas transform? Let's find out. All that's left is one more step. Now you get to watch me put the accessories on or hide them away. Now for Scourge's other stuff. First you gotta open the trailer. Then you basically just dump everything in there. Don't forget the snaky snake. Alright, one last round of comparisons. Fast Track, Cyclonus, Galvatron, our beloved Megatron, Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime, and G1 Optimus, because he's precious. And Robot Mode, because I forgot. Now if they just made a new Pepsi Convoy, then that would be the greatest figure of all time. Nothing could top it.